Simon will now do the third and final speech.
Come on! Right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Now's the time I can either humiliate myself or Al, or both, which will probably be both anyway. I've had a few beers anyway, so I'll just go for it. Right, I've rehearsed this many times. Last time I rehearsed this was the local old people's home, and a few people pissed themselves anyway. It seemed to go around quite well. First of all, I'd like Al to put your hand on top of Jill's, please, mate. I'll tell you later what's going to happen with that. Right, so I just want to say to bridesmaids, look absolutely fantastic. Emily, you look beautiful. So do you, Debs. Absolutely stunning. As do the mothers of the bride and groom. Brilliant. Be 20 years younger. And these people are only eclipsed by Jill. Not a lunar eclipse, because Jill's lost a lot of weight. And you do look better for it, baby. Right, for you, those of you who don't know me, my name's Si. Would you like a drink? I'll be at the bar later and wanting to use my full name as well. So it's like, Si, would you like a drink? Okay. Right, first of all, I've been instructed to read a few cards from the guests, and also a few people who couldn't make it. Right, first of them is from the girls at the Fantasy Lounge in Liverpool. Dear Al, fantastic time with the 9 of us. sorry you couldn't make it, but you owe us a pair of knickers, mate. Right, Gillian and Alistair, love and best wishes, Nan. Wishing you both every happiness, love, Chris and Liz. Jill and Alistair, congratulations your wedding day. The Right Worshipful and Lord Mayor, Councillor Steve Rotherham and the Lady Mayoress, Mrs Sandra Rotherham, Steve and Sandra, all the best. That's alright. I owe him a couple of quid for that. I've had to tone this down actually, because I spoke to Mike and I can't really say half the stuff we're all going to. To Jill and Alistair, sorry we couldn't be with you to celebrate your special day. I know you will have a wonderful time and you deserve it so much. Jill, you're more than just our cousin, and Abby and Lucy think the world of you. We couldn't be more happy for you today. Alistair is a great guy and you're going to have a great life together. We'll be thinking of you both all day, and while you are listening to your dad's and best man speeches, we'll have a few drinks here to celebrate you both. The champagne is on ice. Enjoy the rest of your day and treasure every moment. Lots of love and best wishes always, Jane, Ian, Abby and Lucy. P.S. Say a hello to everyone for us. A special hello to Auntie Do.
Auntie Do.
Nice. Right, I was quite honoured to be best man, as I haven't known Al that long. Rest assured that if I agreed to be best man today, I could be best man at his next wedding. So I couldn't refuse. I was quite nervous about doing the best man speech, as someone told me to look on the internet, and I found some fantastic stuff on the internet. But then I had to remember that I was doing the best man speech, so I'd better write one myself. So. And being his identical twin, we met long before we both remember, so we are very close. There's nothing I wouldn't do for Al, likewise there's nothing Al wouldn't do for me. In fact, we've spent most of our time doing nothing for each other. We fought a lot, and my strongest memory is when he actually hit me over the head with a chair, arguing over a cigarette that I wouldn't share with him, and he was only 4 at the time. And he wasn't very bright at school, and my parents thought he had wasted his early education. He was never there, bunking off on many occasions, going to the chippy, the sweet shop, having a fag in the woods. The headmistress of Blackpool Infants at the time phoned my parents a few times asking where he was. Although he's my identical twin brother, we are very opposite in some things. For instance, I am right-handed, he is left-handed. He loves fish, I can't stand it. I dated the slim, good-looking girl at school. I'm really glad that he met Jill though. Before we set up business together, he dated most of the clients that came into his old world. And after going out with him, he binned them and he stopped coming in. Business soon went tits up. So we decided to set up shop together. If he hadn't met Jill, our new venture would have gone tips up too. Nice one, Jill. Instead of stories though, you have to listen to my marital advice instead. I'm sure I'm not the best person to dish out advice, but I do have the following words of wisdom for the happy couple. I've been married myself for 12 lovely, long years. And know what works and what doesn't. Firstly, set the ground rules when you drink and establish who's boss. Then do everything Jill says. Always remember to tell your wife those 3 important little words. You're right, dear. Jill, a husband is like a tiled floor. Lay it right first time and you can spend years walking all over it. A happy marriage is a matter of give and take. The husband gives and the wife takes. Al, on behalf of us married blokes, welcome to the wonderful world of the mother-in-law. And did you know you can rearrange the words mother-in-law to read woman Hitler? I haven't spoken to my mother-in-law for years because I hate to interrupt her. But a friend is quite lucky though. He said his mother-in-law was an angel and I was like, am I still alive? I was walking down Mel's Beach the other week with kids and I found a magic wand and I gave it a rub and a genie came out and told me he would grant me 1 wish. Then he said, but anything you ask for, your mother-in-law would get double. I said, beat me half to death. Now, in case of you are wondering why I asked Al to place his hand on Jill's, I will tell you now. Al, as my final role, it is with great pleasure that I have been able to give you the last 5 minutes in which you have had the upper hand on Jill. Most certainly be the last. Lastly, Al, you're a fantastic brother, the best anyone could wish for. You are kind.
Go on, Si. Go on.
Generous, thoughtful, and Jill and yourself make a wonderful couple. It seems Al has found happiness with Jill, and I couldn't think of anyone better to spend the rest of his life with. Anyway, I'm sure all of us here we'll all wish you love, laughter, and a happy ever after. The bride and groom, Jill and Al.